Andrew Lloyd Webber's lesser-known musicals, and it's making a comeback, this time on ice. Up next, Muriel Clare. She's around town with a preview of Starlight Express. And she's skating, too. She said she could. Inside night be as bright as the night, but at the end of the tunnel there's a light, there's a light.
Hey, all right. Good group there.
All right.
I'm around town at United Center. This is the staging point for the great mega musical on ice called the Starlight Express. I got my act together and I'm taking it on the road. And I want you to know who I'm going to be with. This is Dusty over here. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
How you doing? In the Starlight Express, I play Rusty. As a matter of fact, I am the...
I said Dusty.
That's okay. We won't hold that against you. I play the little steam train. He's up against the diesels and the electrics, and he's trying to win the race and get back his girl, Pearl. And the only way I can do that is with the help of my papa over here, who tells me about the Starlight Express.
All right, I've been there and done that. I'm the one with all the experience. And I bring it back all together again and show he can do it.
So what's the story really about?
Well, it's there are three engines, and it's diesel, and there's electric, and then there's the old steam engine, and it's a race. And this guy here is the one who's deciding if he can really get in there and do this race.
Let's see if you can really do this race.
All right.
Watch this. Get out there and show him.
Okay.
Show him you can race, son.
So he does this all through the show. Tell us a little bit about it.
Right, yes. He does this all through the show, and actually he doesn't feel he can. And Papa's been there. Yeah, there you go. And Papa has already been there before. He's already been a champion. And Rusty wants to become a champion, and Papa shows him, yeah, you can do it. Right. Watch Papa. He'll show you how to do it.
Well, let's watch Papa.
Oh, well,
Now, you got to remember, back in the old days, steam used to be king, right? So he was the champion way back when, right? But now it's the days of diesel and electric. So he's got to convince me that even in these days, steam has got the power to win.
Woo, I'm convinced.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you see?
Well, and when did the show open? When? Last night?
Yeah, we opened the show 2 nights ago, as a matter of fact, here at the United Center. Great crowds we've been having here. The show Starlight Express is full of some great music. We've got rock and roll, we got rap, we got blues, we got country and western. Of course, all the music is written by Andrew Lloyd Webber, the man responsible for Cats, Phantom of the Opera, Evita. I mean, you can count on some really solid material.
And you have an international cast of dancers, and now you have me.
That's right. That's right. You see? Just auditioned a new skater for the show. She's coming with us on the road. As a matter of fact...
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There it is. There's our light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Give it to him again. Some of our viewers probably didn't hear it.
Oh, they didn't hear a light at the end of the tunnel.
You ready? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Though the inside might be as black as the night, but at the end of the tunnel, there's a light, there's a light.
Guys, thank you very much for joining us. It's the Starlight Express at the United Center. It opened 2 nights ago, and I think it runs through Sunday. We'll have more on this in our next segment, the 8 o'clock hour.
Ice skating is difficult enough, but imagine an entire Broadway show on ice. It's happening right here in Chicago. Starlight Express is the newest production from the same people who have brought us the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus, Siegfried and Roy, and Walt Disney's World on Ice. And as CLTV's Kim Blake tells us, it's another family affair.
Starlight Express is skating its way through Chicago. This week's show at the United Center marks the national kickoff of the Broadway Show on Ice tour. And to help inaugurate the ice show, the producer and owner of Feld Entertainment, Kenneth Feld, came to town. He says Starlight Express on Ice was born after he saw the roller skate production of the show in London back in 1983.
I've been thinking about this for a long time and how great it could be adapted to the ice, because the music is very skatable. It's all driven by music, which is very important for the skating side of it. And we can express the songs through the movement.
And movement there is. The cast of skaters glides, slides, twists, turns, jumps, and races, at times up to 20 miles an hour. The eye-catching moves are all courtesy of former Olympic gold medalist Robin Cousins, who directs and choreographs the show. He says the hardest thing to avoid is over-choreographing.
And there's a lot of storytelling that has to be told, but at the same time it's got to be hip and hip happening, and it's got to be in a way that they're comfortable and in a way that makes sense not only to the number. So I mean, there are a lot of parameters as opposed to just putting skaters on the ice and skating to music.
But there is plenty of skating, plenty of music, and plenty of story. It's about a little boy having his dream of supersonic train races come to life. The cast of characters represent the parts of the train, like Electra, the state-of-the-art electric engine, Rusty, the steam engine, and Dinah, the dining car. Aside from the flashy costumes, sleek moves, and rockin' tunes, the show also does its part to involve the audience by sitting them on a moving platform on the ice.
It is exciting because you're sitting on the ice, you feel the breeze of the skaters going by, you're right there with the speed and the excitement, and you actually get a better appreciation of what they're doing.
It's got something to offer that people can't see by turning on the TV and watching the Olympics on ice or watching a championship. And I kind of think that a show like this allows people to see skating in a way that they haven't seen for a very long time.
And Feld says it's a show that appeals to both kids and parents.
We bring families together, we get people talking. On the ride home, whether you're a child, whether you're an adult, you've got something in common to talk about. That brings people closer together, and that may be the greatest benefit that we do with all of our entertainment.
Entertainment that is seen each year by some 25 million people. Kim Blake, CLTV News.
Performances of Starlight Express run at the United Center through this Sunday, October 5th. For more information, you can call Ticketmaster at 312-559-1212 or call the United Center at 312-455-4500.
I always thought this show was done on roller skates as opposed to ice skates.
It was, Jose. You're right about that. That's what makes this performance so unique, because they're doing it on ice skates. But the original concept of the show Starlight Express was the whole thing was done on roller skates. So this is very exciting. High-speed ice skating and lots of special effects. We're going to show you one of the special effects right now as part of this show. Now, the performer you will see, his name is Electra. He plays the electric train. This is how he makes his performance, his entrance in the show. He comes out of this electric pod. The whole concept of the show has to do with trains and a little boy who dreams of supersonic speed trains and how they come to life. And I'd like to introduce you to, I love the costume. I'd like to introduce you to Hank Green, who's originally from Chicago.
I am, yes I am.
Tell us a little bit about this show.
Oh, the show is about trains and racing. We go up and down ramps about 9 feet, and we travel about 20 miles per hour during the show, which is about 18 miles an hour faster than the average skater. Yeah.
I'm digging this costume.
Thank you very much. Can you all see it from this angle?
Beautiful. Tell me about some of the difficulties of skating in costume like this.
Oh, well, you know, basically this isn't very aerodynamic, if you've noticed.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit heavy, but it's not very difficult, as you might expect it to be. It's all designed for us. It was made onto my body, actually. So it's quite a unique costume.
Amazing. Now, we're going to see some other skaters. And, Hank, I want you to tell us a little bit about what we're going to see here. Whoa!
It's Greaseball and Rusty. And they are racing, which, as you see, they're going on the entire ice here. It's a huge ice surface, and they're racing around pods where people actually sit. And Rusty wins with the race marshal there. Yeah, and it's basically, the show runs like that. It's amazing. We have people on the ice cheering and rooting and screaming. We touch people in the audience. So it's quite unusual. It's quite different having a Broadway production that's produced on the ice here for everybody.
That's right, and the music is Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yes, it is Andrew Lloyd Webber's. It's an amazing score, an amazing score. And we all sing the music. We lip sync it actually during the show. So that's quite different also from any other ice show I've ever seen or done, myself personally.
Okay, now the show is here at the Horizon for how long?
We're going to be here until Sunday, and then we're going to be opening at the Thank you, United Center in Chicago. Thank you. I'm a skater, not an actor.
You know, I think that's great that you're local from here. You went to Whitney Young High School. How does it feel to be performing here in Chicago?
Oh, it's amazing. My mother was here last night, and she brought about 40 people with her to see the show. And it's just amazing coming back to my home turf, and everything's so familiar. It's such a joy to be back home. It's really amazing for me.
Terrific. Thank you, Hank. Good luck with the show.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Again, it's called Starlight Express. It's here at the Rosemont Horizon through Sunday, and if you can't catch it here, you can always catch it at the United Center. It runs from October 1st to October 5th at the UC. Live at the Rosemont Horizon, Roz Varon, ABC 7 News. Leah, Jose.
All right, Roz. That's interesting. Thank you very much.